Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another game today. It is going to be Sock versus 120 taking place here on Ancient Isle. As you guys can see by the comments off onto the side, I am still streaming this onto Twitch. And for the guy out there who tried to download all of my videos and said that it was over, almost 2 terabytes of videos on YouTube. Yeah, that's after YouTube's compression. My videos are normally about 1 to 3 gigabyte, or 1 gigabyte every 10 minutes. So before they're compressed by YouTube. So imagine the number of storage I've gone through over the years making all of these videos for you. Thank you for those of you guys out there. Thank you for tuning in. Is there any you should turn on the setting on your Twitch to automatically store the stream? All right. For those of you guys out there who are wondering why I don't do that, I break out the video into separate individual games. I can have automatic store, but then I have to slice them up again later, which then takes additional processing time when I don't really need to do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this game. It's going to be a human versus an undead, Sock versus 120. No big surprise here. Archmage will be coming on out in addition to a footman. Meanwhile, back off to the north, we see it is going to be a death knight with a graveyard, tomb of relics, and ghouls. Unlike an opening with Undead versus Orc, a human player will still go for an Archmage just to be able to get some Priest, even though he's not going to get Sorceresses for slow, because Destroyers just literally feed on Sorceress. You still want that Archmage for the healing, and the healing, those priests, those spell breakers also become very, very effective if there is any sort of necessary spell steal that you want to try and get down. Archmage dropping a water elemental, gonna go ahead and finish off this Ogre Magi creep camp fairly fast. There is an Acolyte off to the north, and this game just feels very, very familiar, but then again, I've casted over 3,000, 4,000 WarCraft 3 games, so I'm sure this sequence has happened sometime in some of these games. Archmage now going to wander around once more, picking up a Circlet of Nobility. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Death Knight going to go after this 5/4/4 creep camp, be able to finish it off. Acolyte joining in on the fight, getting in a little bit of damage, and the Death Knight, we'll see what he's really able to do there, picking up that Tome of Agility and now trying to finish off the other Forest Troll Berserker. Additional skeletal minions are down as well. You're trying to get as much normal damage onto this Forest Troll Berserker, as this Forest Troll Berserker now, and a little bit of a problem as the Archmage now does show up. Is the Archmage going to be able to get that experience? No, he is not. Undead able to get the last killing blow as the Footman now looks to back off here. Alright, Archmage coming back down across here. Water Elemental going to get finished off as we do see a Null Brood getting cleaned up. And the more I cast this game, the more it feels like this is a game I've already cast, but at the same time, it was a fresh replay from the replay site. So maybe they uploaded it more than once, and if that's the case, my apologies. Alright, Archmage going to go ahead and try and take down this 5/3/3/1/1 creep camp with Militia coming in from the south. Should be able to finish off this creep camp very, very easily. Death Knight, however, going to come across, look to finish off the remainder of this Null Overseer. Needs to back off, cannot take that much damage while creeping, as there is going to be quite some time before we have a Slaughterhouse to try and heal back up this Death Knight. Archmage shows up to the party. Is it going to be able to finish off these units? Death Knight gets to level 2, getting in even more damage. Skeletal Minion gets taken down there as the Archmage, sitting at level 3, still looking to get a little bit more mana. We are not upgrading to tier 2 as of yet, which means that we should be looking at an expansion here. Water Elemental not taken down and not destroyed. Interesting, as, that Water Elemental is a bit more of a liability, as it could end up giving more experience to that Death Knight. Back off to the north, you can see Null Brute is going to go ahead and head all the way back home. Water Elemental, is it going to accidentally give experience to his opponent? Could actually happen, as the Death Knight, is it going to try and chase down this unit? Oh, death by Null Poachers. Appropriately named poaching that Water Elemental and denying a bit of experience. Back off to the north, Water Elemental from Sock is going to go ahead and finish off the Red Drake here. Are we going to perhaps see some Forest Troll High Priest or Forest Troll Berserkers as we now pick up Devotion Aura from the top right. All right, can my viewers actually confirm if I've cast this particular game? If you guys are up to date on YouTube, please let me know if this game feels familiar. It actually feels very familiar, as the Death Knight now chasing down, trying to finish off a footman here. All right, Skeletal Minion number 1 gonna get taken down. Crypt Fiends now pushing their way through. Skeletal Minions still doing a bit of chasing, as the Archmage with Boots of Speed should be able to get ahead without much of a problem. However, Arcane Vault is not ready, as we are now going to be seeing some pressure by these Skeletal Warriors. All right, Arcane Tower, is it going to be able to be completed in time? Yes, it will. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, Death Coil, Crypt Fiend finishes off that Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, and now more and more units are making their way over. All right, Skeletal Minion going to try and finish off some of these peasants. Not going to be able to do so. Archmage will be able to easily heal back up. There is a Sentry Ward in position, though, which will make it very difficult for the Archmage to even get away, since the Death Knight knows when the Master is away and when he can try and put some pressure onto this expansion. All right, Sock. Well, with that Arcane Tower easily protecting this expansion here, Water Elemental pushing back that Crypt Fiend. Why do humans tend to expand more than undead? Human expansions are much easier to build. The fact that you tend to have more workers as well, since you don't really need more than 5 acolytes when you're on a single base, while if you are a human player, you can build additional peasants, get the additional lumber you need, and then have those peasants mine the gold mine once the transfer is, well, ready to go. Obsidian Statue now backing up over here. Let's take a look. Death Knight and Obsidian Statue going to go ahead and heal back. Try to heal back up once more. Archmage trying to do a bit of chasing, but won't really be able to get that much damage through. The Footmen, lots of Footmen so far in this battle here. Is this going to be a mass Footmen army? That is going to be the question, as we are looking at the Keep getting now to tier 2. Crypt Fiends trying to push back all of these units. The Footmen, do they have Defend? That is the big question once more, as the Obsidian Statues are now joining in on the fight. All right, Obsidian Statue should be able to morph into those destroyers momentarily and be able to get off a lot of damage onto all of these units. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what the Archmage is doing. Archmage is simply just running all across the map, hoping that his economic advantage will be able to pull him through. Guard towers all here ready to go. Farms here ready to go as well. Let's take a look. Death Knight going to pick up a Circlet of Mobility and finish off the remainder of this 5-3-3 creep camp. Back down to the south, Forest Troll Warlord with some Forest Troll Berserkers will get finished off here in just a moment. Archmage could get to level 4 after finishing off the Nightcrawlers and these Forest Troll Berserkers, giving level 2 Brilliance Aura. Now, that will be extremely helpful once the Mountain King does make its way out, as the Stormbolts should be flying. The problem right now is, are there going to be enough destroyers to finish down all of these guard towers? We do see level 1 Masonry upgrades, but Masonry upgrades only are effective if there are enough towers and if the Obsidian Statues, destroyers, don't have mana. The fact that these towers are so close together means that some splash damage is going to, well, add into additional damage once more. Lich, now down to 120 hit points, does have a very, very important health stone that can be consumed when necessary, as the Footmen are still trying to go after these units here. Not a great call at all, as the Skeletal Minion will go ahead and finish that off. All right, Footmen trying to get away. There it goes. It does get taken down. Nightcrawler going to rejoin in on the fight. More Nightcrawlers and Forest Troll Berserkers will be added here, as the Archmage army, where is it? Archmage army off over here, single, as the Footmen, gonna try and get away. Destroyer chasing after all of those units. You can take a look. Death Knight getting in some easy shots here, as the Goblin Zeppelin is gonna be able to get away. Is it going to actually die out in the corner of the map? That would actually absolutely be terrible for Sock, as Sock is trying to run with this Goblin Zeppelin. Goblin Zeppelin now down to 369 hit points. Is the Death Knight nearby? It looks like it is. Goblin Zeppelin could get some damage there, trying to get some extra damage there. Death Knight gets off a couple of easy shots once more. Death Knight only sitting at level 2, though. Does not have enough gas in the tank to really chase down this unit, as we now also see a Panda as well. All right, Goblin Zeppelin down to 237. Looks like it will end up surviving. Panda in the center portion of the map with that Lich. Lich sitting at level 3, as the Panda now needs to level up. All right, with that Panda, Flying machines are not going to be nearly that successful, and we should have some workshops down over here. Yes, triple or double workshops being added with an arcane sanctum as well. Panda gonna go ahead and finish off this creep camp as we are looking at the Death Knight coming out and coming across as well. All right, Archmage comes in, joins in the fight, and sees, wait, I made a grave mistake. I should not be over here by myself. The Lich could have easily gotten a Frost Nova off and really dealt a devastating blow. Destroyer sitting at 0/0 or upgrades. Death Knight transferred the Orb of Darkness to that Lich. The Orb of Darkness on the Death Knight was just there early on, as the Lich is the one with that range attack to really give that -5 armor. Flying Machines also coming out to enjoy as well. Breath of Fire getting literally blown out of the sky as the Flying Machines live to fight another day. All right, there goes one tower. There goes a Flying Machine. More and more units coming across here. Let's take a look. Destroyer. Flak Cannons not yet done. That is important. The fact that the Flak Cannons are not done means that the Flying Machines do not counter the Destroyers as of yet. Death Knight sitting with plenty of sitting on plenty of mana, wants to get to level 5 and do it quickly. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire here? Trying to finish off the units. Death Knight gets to level 3, should be able to start death coiling these Destroyers and getting a lot more experience. Paladin about to make its way out. It looks like it should be able to do exactly that. Lich still absorbing a lot of damage. Focusing after peasant after peasant after peasant, taking them all down. Lich getting 3 quick kills right there, as the Altar of Kings will finally get taken out here. Alright, Altar of Kings now down. More Obsidian statues joining in on the fight. Where is the rest of the human army? Why is it not trying to protect as the Destroyers finishing off guard tower after guard tower? Flying Machines now coming across here. Flak Cannons. Well, Flying Machines able to back off in time, not get hit by the Breath of Fire, as the main castle now under siege. Back off to the north. Obsidian statue could get caught in transit, and that's the worst thing when you are so far inside your opponent's base. When you still have units rallied into your base, they could get picked off in just a moment. All right, castle gonna go ahead and get pressured. As you know, though, this army is not very strong at taking down buildings. Heroes, piercing damage, and magic damage all do reduced damage to this castle. This army is still holding on strong, but Sok is still going to lose it. Is Sok amassing enough units to really fight back? That is the big question that we are trying to figure out. 68 supply compared to 59. As well, are we going to see some, yes, Flying Machines now looking to come across here, try to get some damage down. There's a couple of big webs as the units are now just getting focused down one at a time. All right, Destroyer after Destroyer, another Destroyer taken down as the units are just getting picked off one at a time. All right, Panda trying to get into position. The Panda could get a big Breath of Fire off. Destroyers, Panda trying to get off over here. Is going to be able to take them down. Wow, 3 Flying Machines taken down in just a matter of seconds as a Stormbolt goes down onto the Panda. The Panda sitting at level 2 does have a Health Stone. Flying Machines are still trying to stay up in the air as the units are fighting into a bad corner. All right, Sok doing a good job trying to hold on to the last minute in order to, before trying to defend this location, and it seems to be working. Lich now sitting at level 4. Level 2 Frost Armor should be extremely helpful as the Panda has fallen at level 3. No more Flying Machines to deal with all of these Destroyers. No, I take it back. 6 more Flying Machines already here, ready to go. Flying Machines are getting focused down very fast as the Death Knight, now at 95 hit points, will be able to get away. One Destroyer barely making it out, down to 54 hit points, but able to survive as the overall supply 48 compared to 31. All right, Sok has been climbing an uphill battle. He hasn't been able to use his economic advantage nearly as well as he would like. As you see, the Mountain King and the Paladin out here ready to go. Archmage does also have a very important True Shot aura. That True Shot aura increasing the damage across all of these Flying Machines here. Now, are we going to see some sort of bombardment attack as well? That is the follow-up question, as the Flying Machines have no way or no usefulness after taking out those Destroyers. Yes, the Destroyers are the main threat, but once the Destroyers are gone, your Flying Machine army is pretty much not going to be able to do much of anything. Paladin wants to get to level 3 for level 2 Holy Light. gonna get awfully close, but not quite there, especially as the Archmage and the Mountain King also arrive to the party. Flying machines ready to go, heading off to the north, looking to perhaps focus down a bit of units. What is going to happen here? Flying machines coming back across. There you go. There is a bunch of, well, attacks once more. Stormbolt onto the Panda. Panda, however, quite far away, not really worried about much, as the flying machines still have no way to really engage. Flying machines are trying to perhaps flank this army and be able to get access to these destroyers. Destroyers have 0-1 upgrades on their armor, as the Death Knight looks to get into position. All right, more flying machines are added. 2-0 upgrades, essentially 3-0 once you add in that True Shot armor, or the True Shot aura, excuse me, adding in a little bit more damage again. All right, here comes the engagement. Tome of Strength. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight could be in trouble. Mountain King is all right here. Flying machines coming across. Panda does not want to use a Breath of Fire. Does use one. As you see, some of those destroyers are now being forced to pull back out. Flying machines now trying to get away. One will get taken down. A second one could get taken down as well. Yes, there it goes. 48 supply compared to 46, as the destroyers are doing a bit of chasing. All right, flying machines still trying to fly back here. More units are getting added in again, as the destroyers have been eating through much of his enemy's units. Flying machines now down to, well, not yet quite down, that one is, as the Panda, Lich, and Death Knight look to get into the proper position. Mountain King at 3, Archmage is at 5. So 5-3-3 compared to 5-4-3, or 4-4-3, I believe. 4-4-3. 5-3-3 compared to 4-3-3. As the Paladin and the remaining units still trying to chase back the other way. Knight from Sok is going to be extremely helpful once again, having more of a front line. The main castle already down to 1,060 hit points, as more Knights are still being trained back up. Back over here, Panda ready to go, Destroyers ready to go, Lich gonna go ahead and put pressure on this expansion. It is very well defended. And what does he really hope to accomplish here? Perhaps push his opponent into making some difficult choices and perhaps then making a play mistake. He is currently behind still, even though he does have the larger army, and he needs to make sure to push this damage very, very thoroughly. This massive destroyer army here, almost ready to go. You can see 3 destroyers with 4 obsidian statues. I believe it will be 5 destroyers with 2 obsidian statues in just a moment, if he can help it. Main creep camps and all creep camps have now been cleared out. Nothing left to really creep down, as a Stormbolt does land onto that, well, Panda. Panda at level 2 Breath of Fire with 270 mana is a force to be reckoned with. 1 well-timed or 2 well-timed Breath of Fires, and this game would pretty much be automatically over. 6 destroyers now in the air, 3 obsidian statues on the ground. 68 or 70 over 70 compared to 67 over 72, as the Death Knight now make its way down. All right, Archmage gonna take a lot of damage here. Perhaps Spellbreaker in that front line. Frost Nova onto that Knight. Is it gonna end up surviving? Staff of Sanctuary teleports the Knight back to over here, as we're now going to go ahead and engage once more. Where are these flying machines? Flying machines now coming back in from the north, pretty much cutting off any sort of escape route. 1 flying machine now taken down. Breath of Fire going down across multiple, as another flying machine and another flying machine are just biting the dust. Sheer numbers could be the reason for victory here, as more flying machines are still looking to engage. Flying machine after flying machine focusing down all of these destroyers. And these flying machines are absolutely worth their weight. Yes, they are extremely expensive, considering their supply count. To get 5 supply of flying machines, it is 350 gold, and they do end up getting, well, taken down very easily, as you see a Breath of Fire finishing off multiple units right there. All right, another flying machine getting taken out. More flying machines are being added. You can see the bomb upgrade has been placed down. Lich currently surrounded. Is a death coil inbound? No, it is not. Lich now surrounded and taken down, as there is the game. Sok taking this game here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I have a feeling I already casted that game, and if I did, well, thanks for watching it again.